already.
Captain Marvel, rated PG-13, now playing.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off.
Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. We never cease to amaze me, Bob.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Richard? ABC 7 and your Tri-State Ford dealers thank you for helping protect our children.
A new documentary offers a small step back in time. It uses archival footage from NASA's Apollo 11 moon landing almost 50 years ago. And much of that material has never been seen before. It was sitting in storage at the National Archives. The filmmakers decided not to use any narrators or modern-day commentary. Instead, the story is told as if the mission were happening in present time, with the 9-day event condensed into 90 minutes. Blankets of poppies are turning California hills into a sea of orange. The hills in Walker Canyon, just southeast of Los Angeles, are attracting upwards of 1,000 people per day. They're all pulling over to take pictures of the fluorescent orange California poppies, which are in super bloom.
Kind of like Disneyland out here.
This is so breathtaking. There's the word.
Experts say the super bloom is a result of the wet winter. They expect it to last for another week. Nature still has the ability to absolutely amaze us, does it not? All right, Jeff, amaze us.
Don't forget to turn your clocks forward before you head to bed tonight.
No, we did. That's right.
Sunset tomorrow evening, 6:57 p.m. So we're springing forward with the clocks, but not so much in the weather department. We have some snow and sleet to deal with tonight north and west in New York City. We head outside right now, and we see the clouds just starting to increase, 44 degrees. The dew point down at 22, so it's a very dry air mass in place. And that basically means that once the precipitation comes in, starts saturating the atmosphere, that temperature will actually go down toward that saturation temperature or your dew point. And that means temperatures will be falling into the 30s overnight tonight, even in the city, probably getting down to freezing north and west. And that's an issue in terms of some snow and sleet, especially north and west of I-287. Right now, 41 at Newburgh. You are in the upper 30s on Long Island and also down the Jersey Shore, courtesy of the cooler waters of the Atlantic Ocean nearby. 40 Sussex, 41 right now Poughkeepsie, down to about 38 or so up toward Monticello. We go right to a futurecast. By midnight tonight, clouds have increased, but there's no weather worries during the evening hours. No precipitation beginning until after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But you notice by midnight, these temperatures north and west of the city are below the freezing mark. So when that precip arrives by 4 a.m., even in the city, it could come down as a mix of rain, sleet, and snow for a time before quickly going over to all rain. But north and west here, especially north and west of I-287, say northern Bergen County, northern Passaic, and the sections of Rockland and northern Westchester and points north, you're going to be snowing or sleeting, I think, when you get up tomorrow morning or right after daybreak tomorrow morning. And that can create some slippery travel up here, especially along the I-84 corridor. Meantime, 7 o'clock in the morning in the city in points south and east, just plain old rainfall, and it could be coming down at a good clip. By noontime, all that precipitation shifting off to the east. Heaviest rain over eastern Long Island. By that point, it's tapering off in and around New York City, just lingering clouds as we head into the afternoon. And again, the precip north and west of the city will have changed over to rain by the time it comes to an end. But before that happens, could be a coating to an inch of snow north and west of I-287, maybe 1 to 2 inches. Pike County, Sullivan County, much of Ulster, northern Dutchess counties before the changeover tomorrow morning. So do be prepared for some slick travel in those far northern western areas very late tonight into tomorrow morning. AccuWeather forecast for tonight, clouding up, followed by rain for most late after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But that snow and sleet well to the north and west, down to 37 in the city, but closer to freezing north and west. Morning rain, heavy early actually, lingering clouds in the afternoon after it tapers off around midday. 48 for a high. Could be some brightening very late, breezy and becoming partly cloudy. Tomorrow night we're down to about 40. Monday is a windy day, but a mainly sunny day, 51. Cooler Tuesday, Wednesday, mid-40s, milder on Thursday, up to 54. How about 65 on Friday? Unfortunately, we may be dealing with some rain by that point, 55 by next Saturday. Important update tonight after the game.
Little rain at 65, better than snow
deal with
at
that.
20.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff. Sam Ryan next with sports.
And we're talking spring baseball. Spring training baseball continues while the Yankees name who will get the ball on opening day. We're going to have the details coming up. And we'll tell you how one young girl inspired NBA superstar Steph Curry to make an adjustment to his sneaker line. That story after the break.
This is your invitation to captivation, to distinction, to enchantment. We invite you to more than an exceptionally crafted vehicle. We invite you to an exceptionally crafted experience. This is the invitation to Lexus sales event, with generous offers now through March 31st.
Lease the 2019 ES350 for $379 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
No hormones. I found a birth control with no hormones. No hormones, not an ounce. With an ingredient I can pronounce. No hormones. It's over 99% effective. I know I'm protected. A birth control that works differently. Finally. It's P-A-R-A-G-A-R-D.
Paragard is a small 100% hormone-free IUD that prevents pregnancy for as long as you want, up to 10 years, using one simple active ingredient, copper instead of hormones. Don't use Paragard if you have a pelvic infection or certain cancers. Less than 1% of users experience PID. If you miss a period, have abdominal pain, or if Paragard goes out, talk to your healthcare provider. Rarely, Paragard may attach to or go through the uterus. Pregnancy with Paragard is rare, but serious, and can cause infertility or loss of pregnancy. Bleeding and spotting may increase at first, but usually decreases.
With Paragard, I get everything I need in a birth control and nothing more. So I can keep living my life just like before.
If you want hormone-free, insist on Paragard. Ask for it by name and visit Paragard.com to learn more.
The all-new Sandals Montego Bay, Jamaica's newest and hottest resort. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
This Eyewitness News sports report is sponsored by Hyundai. Savings are in full bloom now during the Hyundai Spring Fever sales event. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
So you can tell we're getting down closer to opening day when they're getting down to the nitty-gritty, right?
Yeah, and we're talking opening day, some adjustments for the Yankees. Teams already starting to think about opening day just over 2.5 weeks away from today. And Yankee skipper Aaron Boone announcing Masahiro Tanaka will start opening day, filling in for injured Luis Severino. Yankees, by the way, facing the Orioles right now. We're going to have the highlights coming up at 11. Meantime, the Mets taking on the Red Sox in Fort Myers. Zach Wheeler on the mound, and he was on 4 scoreless innings. Gave up just 1 hit. He struck out 3, and he had plenty of offense to back him up in the 5th. That's Brendan Nimmo already with an RBI. Tack on a couple of more triples to deep right. He would score then on a wild pitch. Mets would build a 4-0 lead. Then in the 6th, just for good measure, how about the spring that Pete Alonso's having? The towering home run to left. That's his 3rd of the spring thus far. Mets go on to win 10-2. Alonso excited to see these results.
I'm just really happy with with all the hard work and preparation coming together. I mean, having tangible success in games, that's really huge, and it's a big confidence booster.
What's a day at the office like for a ball player that just signed $330 million contract? Yeah, he does have to go to work. Well, here's Bryce Harper making his debut for the Phillies against the Blue Jays. His first at bat, uneventful, draws the walk gladly, takes the base, and then he's pulled from the game. Not bad for that paycheck. Hoops, the Nets are on the road against the Hawks. The Knicks just back from the West Coast trip with an early start today against Sacramento. It was a matinee at the Garden at noon. Dennis Smith Jr. continues to shine. He had 18 points, and even when he missed DeAndre Jordan there to pick him back up. It was tight in the 4th. Smith makes it even tighter and then has some words for the Kings players. He actually received a technical for this, but De'Aaron Fox, unstoppable, finished 30 points, 12 of those in the final 6 minutes, the Kings win at the Garden 102-94. It is the final weekend of the regular season in college basketball for the Johnnies. It's one last chance to build on that NCAA tournament resume before the Big East tournament begins. Right now, they trail Xavier in the second half. We're going to have the highlights and results at 11. As for Seton Hall wrapping up their season against defending champs Villanova. And what a game this one was. A 10-0 run, a 9-0 run. Another 10-0 run, then a 13-0 run. But in the end, it's the Pirates who come out on top. Miles Powell and Miles Kell combining for 30. 9 points, 79-75 the final. Seton Hall winning to head to the Big East tournament on a high note. All three hockey locals in action tonight. The Rangers play the Devils at the Garden, while the